Hello there. So today I am very excited to share with you that we've got a brand new build for Interstellar Sentinel 2, which is 0.6.1. And this one brings big boss adjustments, refined enemy encounters, tons of polish and performance boosts. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So first off are the boss adjustments. So the homing bullets start earlier and it has now a bit better facing. Plus, the homing kunai daggers are now bigger, so they now match what the peacekeeper drones are shooting out. So, also the chain combo meter effect, the blood effect on the quantum area, it has now been adjusted so it's not going to block your view of your character. Next up is going to be the Heart Boss. So the Heart Boss, the around the world plasma beam attack, it now starts earlier. So basically what it means is that let's say the Heart Boss only has like 1000 hit points left and 1000 hit points triggers the start of the plasma beam attack. So that was before. Now is since it starts earlier, it has now been adjusted to, let's say for example, like it now starts when it reached the 5 hit point mark. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the exact figures, guys. That's the exact number. I'm just stating it for example. Okay. And then the health boost is now boosted for the hard boss. So it's going to be more challenging. We're going to spend more time, defeating the hard boss. So there are also animated warning indicators added in the first two phases. So first phase is the warning indicators on the bottom of your screen, the two corners, bottom corners of your screen. So those are for the like the double diamond bullets, and then the second phase is where the homing rockets are from, which is located at the top, the top corners of your screen. And then the stopping music on death, so now it transitions properly into the shmup shop. So the fighting music stops and then transition to shmup music when you die. Okay, and then what else? So there's the DTCD boss. So now for the DTCD boss, it has faster vertical robonoid strength in the final approach. So this is the section just before the DTCD boss appears. So there's just a string of mini robonoids going up. And then what else? The music has also been fixed, so the pre-boss music transition has been updated. It's now more cohesive. What else? The next one would be caution signs on phase 2 building spawns has been visually extended. So this is going to be for the building storm, the robokinesis. So it's now extended so you can see it more clearly. And then there's also some animation added to the heart face. So there are like animations in the valve, and now the heart also looks like it's pulsing. So very cool stuff. Next up is going to be section 2, which is the enemy and encounter tweaks. So robonoids. So the first chunky part there, it's talking mainly about the bigger type of robonoids. So there are actually three. So one of the big robonoids has the minigun. The other one has like a plasma beam. It shoots out the lasers, laser plasma beam, and then the other one has the homing rockets, right? So for this one, the first one is the 5 robonoid spawns, which usually comes up here, and then so they now come in quicker, so it's going to show the last two of those 5 robonoids clearer, no, faster in the screen. And then The large two robonoids that shoots lasers has been positioned lower and delayed a tiny bit. And then there's also the two large robonoid that has a minigun. So it has now some extended um, spawn warnings. So now it's visually, because before it only shows like the spawn warnings only show like the robonoid itself. So now it also shows a spawn warning in the minigun area. So that's it. And then it also has been uh, adjusted by the positioning. So the positioning has been also slightly adjusted. And then um, there's also if you guys remember from my previous videos, there's also the minigun and the laser robonoid combo. This is the part where this part, the one that's showing on the screen right now, there, exactly. So now you can only see those two large robonoids if you were able to kill the two PTPD cruisers. So great timing. And then the vertical wave laser grid and the space rip sections, they are now better paced. So you can, navigate or kill enemies cleaner. And then next up are the mini robonoids. So the mini robonoid explosion has now been updated. I noticed this immediately during the beginning. What else? The spider train barrier. So it has an increased HP, increased hit points, and then the enemy surge waves, right? So the enemy surge waves, the first two waves are actually a bit harder to activate. So basically, what it means is that you need to screen clear the enemies right before a space rip appears. So it's going to be activated, and then the space rip generator will, of course, spawn more enemies. So it's actually like more of a reward for skilled play there. So that's what happens when you trigger an enemy surge. It's going to give you um, more enemies there for score boost, of course. All right, and then what else? Oh, laser towers. So laser towers, it has now smaller bullets. If you're going to see there, the laser towers here has now smaller bullets, and it also has a longer interval between the bullets. Right, next will be our visual and audio polish. So the star gems are now less opaque, as you can see there on the screen. So it's going to be for better and cleaner visual. And then building storm visual effects, they are now toned down, so it has like less particles spam. Lens flare has extra glow during the final boss fight as well. And then an engine thruster has been added in level 1's opening scene, so that's really cute. It's really nice. It's a really nice addition. It brings character in the entrance of Dr. Bosky. All right, and then next up is Loki's dialogue lowered in volume and then fixed the spawn issue. Plus the focus attack slash, as you can hear on that part, what I just did on this video, the focus attack slash is now made louder. And then bullet cancel auto cue has been removed. And then the voiceover for enemy surge trophy is now updated. So it's no longer monster trophy. Now it says enemy surge trophy. So it matches what is shown in the end level rank screen. All right, next up, It's systems and performance. So the player shield has now 2 hit points instead of one. Hooray for us. And then auto weapon upgrade audio queue has been removed in the end rank screen. And then there are also other minor adjustments in gameplay polish as well. And then performance and memory optimizations across the board. Right. So overall, guys, the build 0.6.1 seems to, to really sharpen the experience. And the enemies are better paced. The enemy waves are now more challenging. uh, I mean, the visuals are also cleaner, and the music is now more cohesive. We received quite a few feedbacks as well about the music. It's still not there yet. Dr. Bosky and the team is still working on the music up until now. So I think overall level one is almost there. So, I'm very excited to see what the next phase is going to be, level two. So, you know, hooray. And then if oh guys, also if you are also play testing like me, make sure you've got the latest version. It is listed on the it is listed in the tutorial section at the bottom left or right. But it's just like here in this area of the screen, and then it's going to show you like the build number there. But if if you don't have the updated build, so what you need to do is you just need to like right click Interstellar Sentinel on your Steam library, and then select properties, and then hit installed files, and then click on verify integrity of game files. So then it's going to force update your game. So there, but I'm going to include the description, the instructions on the description box, and then I'm going to also include the link of Interstellar Sentinel 2 there. So as always, thank you for us playtesters, for shaping the game with our feedback. So I am very, very excited to see what comes next, and I am ready to go ahead and play. I've seen like our friends as well, taking over the leaderboard right now. So all right, I think that's it for the build notes, and I'll see you again on the next video.